gentlemen, the Vadra Congress was on the streets today dressed in black with posters about GST and price rise. They said it was about public issues. But it became absolutely clear it was anything but that. It was clear that it was, in the words of the Congress leaders themselves, a massive Save Rahul campaign at work. The fact is, viewers, the crackdown has spooked the Vadra Gandhis. And when our team on the ground confronted them with straight questions, they had no clue how to respond. Look at what transpired and then we shall debate.
Well, as the Enforcement Directorate is all set to unravel more and more information in this 2,000 crore scam, the Vadra Congress is getting really disturbed. Suddenly, they decided to launch a nationwide protest on the issues of price rise, unemployment and GST.
The timing of the protests was not lost on anyone, so we reached the ground zero to report on what was happening. Here is what Rahul Gandhi had to say in his 21 minutes long press conference.
सरकार ने अपने लोग इंस्टीट्यूशंस के अंदर बैठा रखे। हिंदुस्तान का आज हर इंस्टीट्यूशन इंडिपेंडेंट नहीं है। हिंदुस्तान का हर इंस्टीट्यूशन आज आरएसएस के कंट्रोल में है। आरएसएस का एक व्यक्ति हर इंस्टीट्यूशन में बैठा है।
Funnily enough, this is what he had to say about institutions, what he called infrastructure.
हिटलर भी चुनाव जीत के आया था। हाँ, हिटलर भी चुनाव जीत जाता था। हिटलर चुनाव कैसे जीतता था? हिटलर चुनाव ऐसे जीतता था कि जर्मनी के पूरे इंस्टीट्यूशंस उसके हाथ में थे। उसके पास एसए थी, पैरामिलिट्री फोर्स थी, उसके पास पूरा का पूरा ढांचा था। मुझे पूरा का पूरा ढांचा दे दो, फिर मैं दिखाऊंगा आपको कैसे इलेक्शन जीता जाता है।
But when Republic asked those very specific and pertinent questions to Rahul Gandhi, who's normally surrounded with his yes men and Lutyens media, he was taken aback. He looked at it. He looked at this boom. And then once again looked at his smartphone as if he's doing something very important.
और आप देख सकते हैं इस समय ये लाइव फ्रेम राहुल गांधी बात कर रहे हैं इस समय। पी चिदंबरम, दिग्विजय सिंह और मिस्टर गोगोई वहां पे हैं। हम उनसे सवाल करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। पुलिस उन्हें बोल रही है यहाँ पे 144, लेकिन उन्होंने प्लकार्ड गेहूं, आटा, दाल, चावल का। लेकिन ये सब हो रहा है जब ईडी का एक्शन हुआ है। सो ये सब तब हो रहा है जब राहुल और सोनिया गांधी की प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी सील की गई हैं। ये सब तब हो रहा है। उनको प्राइस राइज तब याद आया है। ही इज नॉट uttered a word on the real issue. What is the real issue and why has Rahul Gandhi really come out on the streets? Is it because of ED? क्या ये ईडी की वजह से है? क्या ये ईडी के एक्शन की वजह से है? क्या डर गई है कांग्रेस पार्टी? क्या डर गए हैं राहुल गांधी? क्या इसलिए ये प्रोटेस्ट हो रहा है? Is this the reason? So ये very clearly we have to see. And these visuals are on your screens.
And then there was my colleague Anuj, who asked Rahul Gandhi about his shell companies. Once again, quiet, zipped, not even answering. Priyanka Gandhi moving her car but not answering to those real questions of Republic. Why are the Gandhis quiet about the real issue? Why are they not ready to clarify? Why are they deciding, or why have they decided already to not to allow Republic even in their press conferences?
Rahul Gandhi, get an answer from Rahul Gandhi that what do you have to say about the involvement of the shell companies? Rahul, what do you have to say about the involvement of the shell companies? Rahul, what do you have to say about the involvement of the shell companies, Rahul? These are the images they're giving you. These are the images. That's Rahul Gandhi. That's Rahul Gandhi. We are trying to get an answer from Rahul Gandhi. That is Rahul Gandhi there. Rahul, what do you have to say about the involvement of the shell companies, Rahul? Rahul, involvement of the shell companies, Rahul. So that's Rahul Gandhi, who has just left from the AICC headquarters now.
As the Black Friday protests on quote-unquote price rise went on, we thought that the former Home Minister and Finance Minister P. Chidambaram would give some coherent answers to the questions we asked. But this is how he responded.
How rupees 50 lakhs became rupees 2,000 crores?
You are Republic TV. You will ask the wrong questions.
No, ED issue was raised by Mr. Ashok Gehlot, sir.
We are talking about price rise today. If you don't understand price rise, mengai, I can't help you.
So we understand price rise, but the issue of ED was also raised in the National Herald case. Mr. Ashok Gehlot raised it. Mr. Rahul Gandhi raised the issue of institutions. Why these?
Republic TV can ask any number of questions. I'm not going to be...
Sir, but Mr. Rahul Gandhi raised the issue of institutions. Sir, he raised the issue of institutions. When the ED goes after you, these protests don't happen.
Obviously, you don't understand English. What can I do?
I understand English, sir. That's why I'm asking. Mr. Rahul Gandhi raised the issue of institutions. When ED goes after you, these protests don't happen.
I don't understand English. What can I do?
Sir, this is in English only, sir.
Your English is wrong.
Sir, the issue of ED and institutions were raised by Mr. Gandhi in the press conference.
Then I walked up to his scam-embroiled son Karti and sought to know from him about the charges made by Rahul Gandhi against the ED investigation. But he continued to avoid taking the questions.
Karti, why is this becoming about ED? Karti, why is it becoming about Enforcement Directorate? Karti, why is it becoming about Enforcement Directorate? How did 50 lakh rupees become 2,000 crores with the Congress party answer? Because you raised the issue of ED in the press conference. That's why it's being asked. Karti, you are under investigation. You should be open about speaking about it. Your party is raising the issue of ED only when the Gandhis are under scanner. This kind of protest never happened when you were under scanner, Karti. You should be able to speak about it, Karti.
I have no comments.
Karti, you should be able to speak about it. How did 50 lakh rupees become 2,000 crores rupees, Karti? The Congress party should be taking some questions. When you are raising the issue of ED, those questions have to be answered. Why Mr. Motilal Vora was never named till the time he was alive? Why did he become the source of all actions only after he was dead? He's not there to answer the questions. Karti, you are under ED scanner, you would want to answer those questions. Karti,
have a good day.
Why this silence, Karti? From the press conference, Mr. Gandhi was raising the issue, Mr. Ashok Gehlot was raising the issue of ED investigation. Why name Mr. Motilal Vora when he's not there?
Have a good day. Have a good day.
Please answer these questions, Karti.
Not obligated to answer to you.
Please answer these questions, Karti. We have Mr. Karti Chidambaram with us. I'm not haranguing. Congress raised the issue. Congress raised the issue of ED. Congress raised the issue of ED investigation. You are under ED investigation, Karti.
I have no comments to offer. Don't harangue me now.
You are not being harangued. This is just questions which Congress party raised in the press conference. I am asking follow-up questions. It's just some follow-up questions which were not asked there. I am asking. Would you want to answer those questions, Karti? Only when Gandhis are under scanner, these protests happen. These protests did not happen when you were under scanner. Would you want these protests to happen when the ED comes to you, Karti?
And as Priyanka Gandhi decided not to answer, like Rahul Gandhi, on the real issues, on the real question, that is the 2,000 crore scam and the ED investigation, she decided to drove past by our reporter.
Priyanka, do you want to say anything about the involvement of the shell companies? Priyanka, do you want to say about the involvement of the shell companies? That's Priyanka Gandhi who is just... Priyanka Gandhi, do you want to say anything about the Enforcement Directorate action which has been taken? Priyanka, do you want to say anything? Priyanka, do you want to say anything? Ma'am, do you want to say anything, ma'am? Ma'am, the involvement of the shell companies, ma'am. Ma'am, Enforcement Directorate has sealed the young Indian office, ma'am. Office bearer was not cooperating. That is something which has been stated clearly.
Interestingly, even as all of the party leaders continue to keep up the facade that the protests were actually about price rise and issues concerning the common citizen, one leader spilled the beans.
मैं अपने नेता को बचाने के लिए आऊंगा मेरा नेता मुझे बचाता है अगर इसको वो परिवार की परिभाषा बना देते हैं तो मुझे कोई उसमें कष्ट नहीं.
We saw it all today, viewers, at the protest. Selfies, being busy on the phones, barricadings, drama, everything. But just one thing was missing, real answer on the real issue, the 2,000 crore scam. That is something which the Gandhis and the Congress is being tight-lipped about.
Rahul, is this really about GST? Is this really about GST, or is it about stealing of their personal properties? What is the Congress party scared of? डर किससे है? क्या ये अचानक याद आया है? और इस दिस, क्योंकि ये बात समझने वाली है।
आप क्यों चाहते हैं कि जब मोदी डरता है सरकार से समझौता करने के लिए नहीं बैठे? जब मोदी डरता है पुलिस को आगे करता है, पुलिस को आगे करता है।
Why name Mr. Motilal Vora when he's not there? Please answer this question. We have Mr. Karti Chidambaram with us. Now it has all turned into a political face-off like no other.
सोनिया जी, राहुल जी और प्रियंका जी, ये जो तीन कहानी है। सही सवाल ये है कि कांग्रेस का लोकतंत्र भ्रष्टाचार तंत्र था। Democracy under Congress party had become an epitome of corruption.
मेरा स्पष्ट मानना है कि कांग्रेस ने इसमें हिडन तरीके से अपनी अपीसमेंट की पॉलिसी को आगे बढ़ाया है। आज ईडी ने किसी भी प्रकार का ना किसी को तलब किया है, ना पूछताछ की है, ना कोई रेड हुई है, कुछ नहीं हुआ है। और अचानक ही कांग्रेस ने आज ये कार्यक्रम दिया विरोध का। मैं तो समझ ही नहीं सकता विरोध का कार्यक्रम क्यों आज दिया गया है।
With the cover of the price rise issue blown and true intent of the protests out, would the Save Rahul campaign work or would the law catch up? Let's debate.